Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you wherever you are in the world. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Meg and I am a fully qualified yoga teacher, a beautician and a masseuse. And this is my YouTube channel where I talk mainly about yoga, tips and tricks and things that you guys can follow along from home, but also some health and wellness as well. I am currently in beautiful, sunny Lindosson Roads. I am having literally the best time on this holiday. Yeah, this place is absolutely stunningly beautiful. Today I am going to be doing a video looking at a wrist warm up, so how I warm up through my wrist before I practice. I do this especially if I'm going to be doing anything like a hard vinyasa flow where I'm on my wrists a lot or on my hands a lot of down dogs, but also if I'm going to be practicing any like arm balances as well, so things like crow pose, chin stands, flying split, sorry, I had a complete brain meltdown then. So you don't really need anything at all to do this. I obviously, as always, work with a good grippy mat, a good quality grippy mat on a hard floor. And when you're ready, we will get started. So to start with, we're going to start in our tabletop position. Your hands are directly underneath your shoulders, your fingers are spread and your index or middle finger is facing forwards. Your knees are underneath your hips. We're going to start by going into some wrist circles here. So we're going around and you can maybe start off with small circles, and as you get a bit more confident, maybe you can take those circles a little bit bigger. So maybe just starting off with some little circles, localizing over the wrists. And then as you get more confident, you can take the hips all the way back towards the heels and come back forwards. Inhale as you come forwards and exhale as you come back. We'll do one more and then we'll take those circles the opposite way. So again, maybe starting out with some smaller little circles. And as you get a bit more comfortable and as those wrists warm up, maybe making them a little bit bigger. And then we'll come back into the center. So always when you're warming up your wrist, take this really slowly, follow along and just do as much as you can. You're always just looking to warm up your wrists. You're not looking to overdo it. So if you want more, you can then take your inner wrist together and your thumbs are facing the top of the mat. We're sitting up tall, so we're keeping tall through the shoulders. Don't let yourself sink down. And then maybe just taking the weight from side to side. So you're shuffling over from one side to the other. Long, slow, deep breaths. Again, if this is enough, you can stay here. If you want more, we're taking the hands back to face the front again, and then we're going to turn one palm of the hand so that the fingertips are spun to face you. So this is the first version, so you can just stay doing this, maybe just focusing on one at a time. If you can, maybe you can do both. Spreading through the hands. You can rock backwards, but as you rock backwards, don't lift your base knuckles, so the bits just underneath the base of your fingertips. Keep them down into the mat. So we're literally just lifting the top of the hand. We're not lifting the whole thing. And if you've got one hand facing towards you, you'll then spin that hand forwards and then swapping over. So the other hand is facing towards you. And then we'll gently spin those hands back around. Let's sit back onto the heels and roll the wrists out. Wriggle the fingertips. I like to often do this little wave. And then we're coming back into our tabletop. We're going to take the top of the hand down into the mat. So lifting the right hand and then placing the top of the hand down into the mat. Make sure you're pushing the back of your hand down, and you're trying to push your thumb and your pinky finger down as well. Maybe shuffle the weight backwards, but again, we're not rolling the hand up. We're keeping it glued firmly down and in towards the mat. And we'll pick that hand up and swap over to the other side. We're lifting up the left hand and placing the back of the hand down into the mat, shuffling backwards and forwards. And we'll roll that hand out. We're going to take the top of the hand down into the mat again, but we're going to create a fist. So hugging the thumb as tight as you can and placing the top of the hand down into the mat. So you're creating a fist and hugging your thumb with your fingers as tight as you can and really squeezing, and then placing the top of the hand down into the mat. You'll have a deep bend in your elbow here, and then what we're going to aim to do is try and straighten the elbow up, keeping that thumb squeezed. Keeping that thumb squeezed and lifting up tall through the hands. So you can do one at a time here, or if you want, you can do both at the same time. So you can then create a fist with the other hand, place the top of the hand down into the mat, bend the elbows, and then lifting up. Keep squeezing that thumb as much as you can and straightening through the arms. So this is going to stretch out through the top of the wrists. Deep breath in, and exhale to come out. We'll wriggle the fingers. We'll come into our last stretch, and this is one that you can do to also stretch out your arms as well. But I just like this one because it stretches literally, I find, from like my pinky or like my fingertips all the way up. So we're going to start in a cross-legged seat. We're going to take the hands down into the mat. Make sure you're sitting up really nice and tall here. So imagine there's a piece of string running from the base of your spine all the way up through the top of your head and pulling you up. We're then pushing the hands down into the mat. So you're pushing those palms down and your fingers are spread and really pushing them down. If you can't feel anything, walk the hands a little bit further away from you and push them down again. And you should feel this across the fingers, all the way up through the arms into the shoulders. So I just like to do this because it just takes that wrist stretch and that wrist warm up into the arms as well. And I always like to have a good sort of stretch across the fingertips. Keep tall, don't let yourself slump and sink forward, otherwise you're not going to feel a stretch. You need to sit up tall and then push, 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 push through the palms. And we'll take one more deep breath in, and we'll roll those hands out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and please subscribe. It means so much to me when you guys hit that subscribe button, when you're liking and supporting this channel. And the more support I get on this channel, the more I can bring you guys free yoga content. So thank you so much if you are already supporting me, and please do if you aren't already. And I look forward to practicing with you again soon. Thanks. Bye.